probably 2018, maybe 19, I forget exactly, when Ethereum and smart contracts hit, whenever that date was.
Yeah.
Because that really is what changed the game in my mind from a technology perspective. Because the ability to have external sources that created triggers that then enabled various transactions to occur all independently without any human intervention, to me, that's a big deal. Well, I don't know what that is yet. It's got to be an application that grandma wants to use. Crypto has not had that application that makes it ubiquitous.
What brought you to crypto? I know you've been a skeptic for a while. What ultimately about crypto made you decide that there was something really valuable here?
Well, I've always been a techno geek, right? I've always been into technology for ever and ever and ever. So anything that new that came up, it was always incumbent upon me, just for work, investing in my companies, to get a better understanding of it. And so when crypto finally came around, when in the early days of crypto, I paid attention to Bitcoin. I got my first Coinbase account and did my first oh my god, the little test and quizzes you had
Love it.
to get the free crypto. I did those in like 2012, and like an idiot, Brian reached out to me early, and I didn't invest, because I didn't quite grasp it back then fully. But I always tried to keep up, always understood blockchain and what was going on there. And then really the trigger moments were probably 2018, maybe 19, I forget exactly, when Ethereum and smart contracts hit.
Mark Cuban is a well-known American businessman and television personality. He was the principal owner and is now a minority owner of the Dallas Mavericks, an NBA team. Additionally, he is one of the main sharks on the ABC reality television series Shark Tank. In this video, Mark explains why he became an advocate for cryptocurrency after being against for some time. His interest was sparked after he understood Ethereum's smart contracts, which offer seamless payment capabilities. He highlights how these innovative features have been widely embraced by millennials and Gen Z. As we bring you clips from the interview, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more video like this. Also make sure to watch till the end of the video where Mark gives out profound advice to corporate business on what's next in crypto, the outlook for the financial industry. You can join the conversation by dropping your thoughts, comments, and observations in the comments section below. Everything you do helps with YouTube algorithm and immensely contributes to the channel growth. Thank you and enjoy the video.
Whenever that date was.
Yeah.
Because that really is what changed the game in my mind from a technology perspective. Because the ability to have external sources that created triggers that then enabled various transactions to occur all independently without any human intervention, to me, that's a big deal. And I think that creates a lot of unique application opportunities, not all of which have been realized, but many of which we started to see.
From where you sit and given kind of your long history with crypto, what do you think the next big unlock's going to be, or the one that has you most excited?
Well, I don't know what that is yet. It's got to be an application that grandma wants to use. If you go back to the early days of the iPhone and the early days of the App Store, the iPhone hit in 2007, I think, and we didn't see Instagram until 2011 or 12, and Snapchat in 2011. And, there was uncertainty about Facebook only being a web-based application. Could they go mobile? Crypto has not had that application that makes it ubiquitous. And that's truly what's missing today. There's, future applications that I think have promise, like ticketing, using NFTs to have textbooks of all types because, if we can get everything set up, they'll pay royalties all the way downstream. Right. So there's a lot of really good applications available, but we just haven't had that ubiquitous application where, just like we spent that time showing grandma how to post pictures on Facebook and then Instagram, now we need the same thing for crypto.
Back in 21, the Mavs started accepting crypto as a form of payment.
Oh, no, long before that. It was
long
before that. Oh, yeah.
So what's been your experience with it?
Yeah, it was like 2018, 2019 when we first set it up and started accepting Bitcoin. When Dogecoin was really hot, we were selling thousands of dollars a month worth of Doge tickets and merchandise in Dogecoin. So that was always a lot of fun. Hey, however people want to pay for it, I don't care. Everything is driven by technology. And that actually plays to the hands of crypto. Kids are comfortable with apps, downloading Coinbase, downloading Robinhood, downloading whatever it may be. That's second nature to them right now. And I think that's played a big part in why, Gen Z and millennials
Right.
are far more comfortable dealing with crypto in many cases than they are getting into the banking system. Banks have apps, but they're just the rules and regulations that banks have to follow just to be able to convey basic information and do transactions
Right.
just makes it very difficult and costly for people who that $10 in transaction fees, over a day, a month, a week, or whatever it may be,
Yep.
it is impactful.
I'm just curious, with that kind of historical perspective in mind, do you see similarities
Oh yeah.
between the
Oh
previous
yeah.
tech waves and what we're seeing
Oh
now?
yeah, all of
And
them, right? Look, I'm old, I'm 25, and so I've seen it all, and so that's the nature of new technologies, and you see that in crypto, and it just comes down to as the applications become more ubiquitous, there's just a greater realm of trust. What makes crypto different, and I think it's emblematic of changes in how marketing and advertising take place, whether it's politics or products, and I say this a lot on Shark Tank, is community. What
yes,
drives crypto is community, community, community. When you can spend, you know, $10, $15 to buy Dogecoin or Shiba Inu or Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever it is, and then you're going online and or on social media and you're going to the moon, and you got your little puppy and you got your rocket and you got your moon, that dream of riches is what makes it different, but it also makes the communities all that much stronger because everybody has the same dream. And I think that's what the SEC is missing. That's what people who don't understand crypto are missing. Well, we can talk about the applications and the utility and the access that crypto can provide, the database and the security elements of blockchain and proof of stake versus proof of work and all that stuff. At its base, it's about community. The bigger problem is, right, that it's impossible to make those applications work because the SEC. If nobody can do this, and Gensler's suing everybody, the problem isn't all the entrepreneurs trying to run their businesses because they've tried, including me. The problem is the registration process. They don't have this problem in Singapore. They don't have this problem in Japan. They don't have this problem, in other places. This is uniquely an American Gary Gensler problem. If he has a political career in mind, he's done. And he literally could cost Joe Biden the election because there are a whole lot of Gen Z, Gen X, millennials that own a whole lot of crypto. And by not making it easy to register, it makes it easier for all the scam coins to exist.
we have over 600 of the top institutions and corporations sitting in this room watching you right now. What's the last thing you'd like to share with them about crypto and your view of the opportunity that lies ahead?
Talk to your representatives, and don't make it just about crypto or bust. Really make them understand who your customers are and why they do business with you, and that it's not to, circumvent the system. You've got to be really self-aware about not only the good, but the challenges as well. And when you're open and honest about that and not just saying to the moon or da da da. Now, feel free to throw Gary Gensler under the bus. He deserves it, right? But everybody else, they probably don't understand it. And you've got to put it in terms that make it simple. For some people, with just minimal investments, it's just a collectible that makes them part of a community. For others, it allows them to become part of the banking system. For others, it's an application that creates utility that puts them in a better position to do whatever it is your application does, whether it's insurance, whether it's ticketing, whether it's books,
Right.
textbooks. Put it in context of other applications that you're competing with so that they understand that you're just trying to compete. But if we're able to find the right applications, the transparency, the utility, the ability, you know, the smart contract triggers, yeah, could you create that with a database application? Yes, but you're not going to have the open access that a blockchain creates, right? Trying to make all that public and publishable and non-fungible, all that stuff is far more difficult with all these other applications. So just be honest.
There you have it, Mark's insightful interview with Coinbase. According to Mark, it's important to recognize that the purpose of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is to upgrade the current financial system and introduce a more efficient and higher quality financial structure. Mark believes that you should be able to make payments in any currency you are comfortable with, and that the crypto world is a community of people who share a common bond. What are your thoughts on Mark's interview? I hope you found it valuable. Please drop your comments and observations in the comments section. Subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.